How's it going, everyone? Michael Joyce, founder here at EMOTO Supply Co. We're here in our Water Street flagship store today with some exciting updates from one of our premier partners, Rad Power Bikes. Rad recently just introduced their brand new flagship model of the RadRunners. And it's basically a V2 and an upgraded version of all three of their RadRunners. This is one of the most popular bikes in America. And today I'm here specifically to give you guys all little detailed updates on the RadRunner Plus. So here you can see it's in its brand new matte black color combination. And when it comes to upgrades, you can refer back to our previous video that we did on the entire RadRunner lineup prior to this upgrade, but there's really a lot of little details that are much better on this RadRunner Plus here. I'm gonna start with, which is probably the most noticeable update, is gonna be the display. So the all new display has passcode protection as an option, and it's upgraded to the newer display similar to what they have on their Radster Trail. It gives you your battery percentage, your pedal assist levels, and it also gives you your range at each pedal assist level, which is very nice when you're trying to understand, okay, if I'm in pedal assist mode 3, how much distance am I gonna have before I have to get back and recharge? The next big kicker is going to be range and battery. This is the all new Safe Shield battery that Rad has on some of the other models in their product category, but the Safe Shield has new technology that actually has gel in between the lithium ion cells that makes it the safest battery in America, or at least one of the safest. It's UL listed as well, so it checks all the boxes when it comes to battery safety. And it also has 55 miles of range on the entry level. And the big kicker here is Rad has introduced a range extender, so you can add another battery that goes under the passenger area back here that adds another 65 miles of range to get you to right around 120 miles of range. So those are gonna be the main updates. Outside of that, when it comes down to some more little details, weight capacity did get increased on this platform. They strengthened the wheels and tires, and now this has a 320 pound payload. And I believe that gives you about 120 to 150 pounds on this passenger kit. For those of you that are familiar with the RadRunner line, this is the middle of the level. So they have the RadRunner, the RadRunner Plus, and now the RadRunner 3 Plus is now called the RadRunner Max. So we'll do some more reviews on those models once we get them all in here. But the RadRunner Plus comes stock with the rear passenger kit included. So that's a very nice feature. The other two, you can kind of build out your configuration for how you'd like it, but for a bike that's, you know, right around the $2,000 range to have passenger capabilities, and now with this strengthened frame, strengthened tires, it really does give you the opportunity to have a passenger very comfortably on the back and get around. Outside of that, some of the smaller details, they upgraded the brakes from disc brakes to hydraulic brakes, as you can see here. So that's gonna give you a lot better stopping power, more quality brake platform. And so looking at the colorways, the Plus is only going to come in this matte black finish. The other two models, Rad's kind of very simplified their product mix down to where single color on the Plus, single color on the Max, and then there's two color options on the RadRunner, which is the entry level, and that is a blue and a green. We'll do a quick ride review, and you guys are welcome to stop by or shop the RadRunner Plus on our website, rideemoto.com, or at our flagship store here in Tampa, 1054 Water Street. We look forward to seeing you, and thank you guys for tuning in. All right, let's do a quick ride review on this new RadRunner Plus. So as you can see, we got the display here, informs you of your range, different modes, simple bell, hydraulic brakes, and then a 7-speed Shimano twist throttle, Safe Shield battery. And one thing I didn't mention in the earlier portion is that they did increase the torque, and I've been riding this around. I also just went to St. Pete last week and actually rode it at Rad's flagship store there. So let's jump on this ride review. All right, let's hit it. So I'm gonna start out in pedal assist mode 2, shift down into 4th gear. There's a throttle a little bit to get me started. And let's go ahead and we'll go this way. So the new torque, I'm just gonna hit the throttle to show you guys right off the bat how much torque this thing has. Quite quick to get up to 20 miles an hour comparatively to the previous model. Let's Let's go over here in this parking lot for a second. I'm just going to do pedal assist. And these do have a torque sensor in them as well, so depending how much effort you actually put out when you're pedaling, it'll actually give you that response in power. Let's shift up into 5th gear, switch to ride mode 3. As far as brakes, man, you can really feel the difference in the hydraulic brakes. Very, very quick to stop when needed. Let's try that again. Yeah, this can definitely stop on a dime. Suspension and feel of the frame is quite solid. Got a little bit of play from the front fork suspension. But I mean, overall, the biggest thing for me right off the bat is pretty large increase in torque. It's still got a 750 watt motor, but when it comes down to the torque and the torsion sensor, or the torque sensor, I would say those are the two biggest kickers for me when it comes to the ride and feel, and then also the hydraulic brakes. But overall, does not get much better than this when it comes down to specs, quality, and features, as far as having this passenger capability at, you know, $2,000, low $2,000 price point. I'm very impressed with the recent product that Rad's been putting out. So again, if you want to come give this a test ride, feel free to pop by our flagship store in downtown Tampa, 1054 Water Street. If you have questions, feel free to comment below, or check us out on social media at Ride EMOTO. Thanks for tuning in, guys.